All right, guys, I'm excited because tonight we're doing a weeknight steak, except reverse seared, super easy, doesn't take that much time, and we're doing it on just standard gas grill equipment, no special equipment needed. And yes, for you smart asses out there, yes, you can make this on a weekend too. It tastes just as good. And we're using really simple ingredients, but we're doing it the right way. And this will be amazing for your family or any friends you have over to impress them as well. And we're gonna be precise. It's not gonna be undercooked, it's not gonna be overcooked. If you know somebody who has that problem, you should forward them this video right now. Maybe it's your dad, maybe your brother-in-law, your uncle, your brother, whoever's doing the cooking, this is gonna help their game out, I promise you. So tonight we're gonna be using some ribeyes, about 1 inch thick, and I like to go with that thickness for the weeknight because you don't want like a 2-inch thick ribeye because then that reverse sear is gonna take a really long time. Okay, this probably doesn't say weeknight to some people, but this is gonna be a really good weeknight steak. We got these 2 ribeyes here, seasoned up pretty heavily with Cosmo Q's salt, pepper, garlic rub. It is one of my favorites, super simple. I feel like it's not quite as salty as some of the others, so you can lay it on a little thicker and just give you a little more of that pepper and a little more garlic flavor to it and not get overly salty. Okay, so we got the grill on, we got our side burners on, center burner off, and you're gonna go like kind of medium, low to medium until you get over that 300 mark. And at that point, ready to throw these ribeyes on. And we're gonna simplify it by using the Typhus sink probes. So put these babies right in the center, right in the middle. And now you just set it right in the center of the grate. And that way, we're gonna know exactly when these hit around 105 to 110. And that's where we're gonna pull them before we sear them. Now, we'll let these babies ride for about 15 minutes for each side and adjust as needed. So I've tested a few of these different devices, and I'll put the review up in the corner for the few that I've tested. And I found this one to be a pretty good one. And it's nice because you don't have to use your phone. And then you just set your desired set temp. So for the steaks, we're gonna go 110. And that's gonna be prior to searing. And this does predict kind of end temperature, so it'll let you know before it reaches 110 that you should take it off. Yep, I think we got just enough time for one of these. Oh, barbecue, it's hard work even on a weekday. Even on a weekday. Okay, so this is going kind of faster than I thought, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip those steaks so they're should be more even on both sides before we let it rest before the big sear. And don't let the color of these fool you. They're not gonna look super appetizing until it's all said and done. But these are getting nice and melty. Honey, I'm working out here. Obviously, I'm working really hard. How dare you? I am making dinner tonight. I'm making dinner for the family. You know that. I need 5 minutes. Okay, so the sink's alerted us to take these off. We're approaching 110, so we're gonna get these babies off the grill. And as we take these off the grill, we're gonna fire it up full bore. All right, so we're gonna close the hatch here, let that heat up for about 5 or 10 minutes, get it pretty much as hot as you want. I just wait till it's like the dial's cranked to 550, 600, anywhere past that is gonna be fine. Sear them for about a minute, minute and a half on each side. Let it rest for just a couple minutes, and these things are gonna melt. They're gonna melt in your mouth. I'm excited. weeknight, but what the hell. Just get a little butter flowing on these ribeyes. You can mix in some herbs too, but I'm trying to keep true to my word, a simple weeknight steak that is just simply better than your normal weeknight steak by just taking a little extra time for the little things to cook these things perfectly, and then, you know, just go overboard a little bit with a little butter left on there. Well, I bet these aren't gonna suck. Just a little, maybe a little on the warm side, but that's pretty close to medium rare. Probably let them rest just a little bit longer. Woo! That is a good looking weeknight steak right there, folks. Your family's gonna love you. If they didn't before, now they're gonna love you. All right, so pretty nice steak here. That was a damn good steak, and it was on a weeknight. No excuses. I did use a Typher sink, so I guess that's kind of fancy equipment, but if you don't have that, you can just use a temperature probe. I would recommend 10 minutes aside on that low setting on the grill with the center off, and then finish on the high heat. It only took me about 30 to 40 minutes total to do all this. There's about 10 minutes aside, and then 10 minutes to heat up, and then a quick 1 minute sear on each side. So no excuses. Weeknight, weekend, everybody's gonna love it. Give it a shot. And if you're not a subscriber to Seared and Smoked, I'd love to have you. I'm Keegan. You find me here in the backyard for outdoor recipes, some DIY builds, and then some good product reviews as well. So we'll catch you next time. Somebody's gotta be in this backyard getting it done, you know? Might as well be me. Superhero? Never really thought of myself that way, but maybe I am a superhero.